This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man Ring.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building, we back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. To the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Happy Friday, brother.
Happy Friday, brother. Back in the building, man. Got me a little spirit going today. You know, I got a little something in the cup.
I didn't. It's water. Water's all gone now. So I guess in hindsight, I'm ready for some spirits right now.
Yeah, you hydrating. You know.
Yeah.
I get the pre-spirits going. I feel it.
How you feeling though?
Hey, man, feeling good, feeling great. It's cold as hell outside, but you know, got some
Man.
shit done today, so feeling good, feeling great. How about you, brother?
I'm about to be officially off the clock here in about 42 seconds. So I'm kind of multitasking right now. So
I heard you watch this. He's not on the clock right now. He was just saying that he's not on the clock. You know,
I mean, I'm one of the goats here anyway. So that ain't me.
he said he wanted to go. See, he ran that motherfucker.
But nah, feeling good, man. Championship weekend in college football, man. A lot of good bowl games, championship bowl games. We got 3 games tonight. Then we got a handful of games tomorrow. Headline, in my opinion, by Texas, Georgia, the rematch. So
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a great weekend in college football. Some very important games going on for the college football playoffs implications. So definitely be watching that.
that's another topic. We'll bring it up. I'll bring it up a little bit later. 'Cause I've been seeing a lot of people. I don't know if you've seen Cam Newton's comments on his thoughts on the college football playoff
I didn't. He say today on first take when he was on there.
on First
I
Take.
saw he was on first take. I didn't get to watch. I saw he was on, but I didn't see what he said.
But not only him. Chris Canty said something about it too. And
Okay, we
I'll
can
be
get to that a little bit later for sure. I'm trying to find it on Twitter. Are we talking? Try to set it up. We can try to maybe pull it up. Hopefully, not flag us.
Yeah, I know. I quote tweeted it. I know it's on my
Alright,
on my Twitter for sure. But Sports Spirits Friday, man. The headline of the show today is "Are athletes still hungry?" And this just came to me from an epiphany I had this morning. Waking up this morning, tired as hell, and I was just thinking about the show on Wednesday. We talked about on Wednesday about we got Doc's opinions on the low NBA ratings. And that went into a whole conversation about why we think the NBA ratings are low. And then I thought about it this morning too, and I just want to get your thoughts on it. I just thought about, like, are athletes still hungry to be great nowadays? And that just basically stems from now with this NIL in college sports. Shit, you can make life-changing money at the college level. You don't necessarily have to be a professional anymore.
Facts.
So that basically that's just my whole premise. To not necessarily football, because football, you still got to play at least 3 years before you go to the pros. But NBA, NBA, shit, you got college players making top NIL money, then going to the league, and it's like, shit, I'm already making top money, so it's like, damn if I do stay in the league, damn if I don't, because shit, I'm pretty much set for life, or it should be anyway. Should be. But you think
I think you're 100% right. I think that first off, though, I think athletes are hungry. I think the hunger has definitely. I think athletes still are somewhat hungry, but I think the hunger has definitely died down considerably from when we were growing up and younger. Basically, for what you just said, you can become a multimillionaire in college these days and not even make the pros and still be set for life. You can now make college and be set for life. You viral clip in high school, end up being able to monetize that in the right way, end up, being able to parlay that to something greater than you think you ever thought it could be, So I think you see more kids more hungry nowadays to be famous than to be great at their actual sport that they do, or their actual, skill, or whatever they choose to do, their trade or whatever,
Nah, that's fair, and I think especially nowadays in just like people's camps, hell, I think we can kind of use this with the whole Zion situation. It's like, you probably, like, a lot of these athletes who are pretty much the breadwinners in their family have a lot of yes men in their family. So it's like they don't want to be the ones to say something wrong, because they don't want to get cut off from from the breadwinner. But it's just like
Yep.
you got to tell these athletes like I forget what scenario we used on Wednesday. You know, I'm kind of all over the place here, but I know it was a scenario we talked about where no, that was off air conversation. I ain't about to bring it up, but it was a situation where like athletes they just see the money now and not look at the big picture of what it could
exactly what you're talking about. And I agree 100%. I was talking to wifey about this actually. And because when I first told her about the offense, this young person going to where she or they are going to go to school at, she said it gotta be for the money. It gotta be only for the money. And I was like, I ain't got the inside story yet, probably so. And but yeah, you know, these kids just see a lump sum of money and just, you know, like you said, go for the money first instead of looking at you know, possibly taking a little bit of a lesser bag, but going to a better environment for themselves where they're going to thrive and actually develop into the player that they want to be and they need to be to get to the next level. Because, you know, like you said, they see the money now, they go to that program now, things don't work out, you end up having to transfer 3 or 4 times. By the time you transfer once or twice, man, chances of going to the league are highly going to drop.
Facts.
It's just the way it goes. You know, because they're going to look at okay, why is he transferring? What's going on there? You know, most likely they're going to. It was an issue going on, probably most likely. So, you know, I think today's sports environment is enabling kids and creating sense of entitlement for some of these kids, and like you said, just a lack of hunger in these kids. It's not giving them the I don't know, the vision that they need to actually attain this greatness, man. Which is, you know, like you said, talked about on Wednesday, just the reason why a league like the NBA, where they thrive off the individual athletes, is starting to slack a little bit now because the individual athletes are not as hungry as they once were, not as, I hate to say it, not as great as they once were. They're probably better, more skilled than the previous era of NBA athletes, but they're not as great. It's different to be more skilled than to be like, I'm going to be great. Use my skill for greatness, you know. And I'll make the argument that the previous superstars, the previous eras, while they were less skilled, they used their skills to make themselves great. I would say that these athletes of today's NBA are way more skilled, but they don't use their skill to help them to make them great. They just rely on their skill just to get by.
Nah, that's 100% true. I said that was just something I thought about this morning, man. And hopefully, man, we need somebody. We're gonna need somebody to buck the trend. And honestly, I think this is just this more so in basketball. I feel like this is just what we seen with AAU ball, just on a much bigger scale. You know, these coaches getting paid from these corporations because
corporations,
because they want certain players to go to certain schools. And I think with NIL, this is just, like I said, just AAU, just I guess in a legal form now. So.
Yep, and it's trickling into the NBA. As you can see, I was watching the Hoop Collective today, and they were talking about the amount of threes that the NBA, that most teams in the NBA are shooting now, and it's like it's way out of hand. You know, why I grew up being a shooter, so I love shooting a 3 ball. I love watching people shoot a 3, but I can admit it's getting pretty out of hand and getting pretty hard to watch when you got every single team in the league just coming down, jacking up threes like this, a rec league game. You know, I get why they do it. You know, because it's I don't want to say a smarter way of playing basketball, but essentially it is, because you know you can go 1 for or 2 for 6 from a 3, and be the same as going 3 or 6 from 2. You know, it's going to be the same amount of points. Well, less shots made, so you can be, you know, a little bit less accurate, but still have the same amount of points. It makes mathematical sense to shoot more threes, but I think it's just gone over a little bit over the edge. Need to bring a little bit more balance back in, and I'm not sure what the NBA can do to make that happen. I think maybe it's a little bit too far gone at this point. I'm not sure what the NBA can do to try to reel that back in.
Well, at least for the regular season. Because obviously we see in the playoffs when you just need a bucket, or you need every point matters. Like I said, regular season it don't necessarily matter, but in postseason, that's when I guess you can separate like the teams who just shooting a lot of threes just to be shooting them, compared to teams that shooting a lot of threes, but they can also do something else.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like I said, with Boston, yeah, they like to shoot 53s a game, but we know how good a Tatum and Jaylen Brown can get. They can get to the basket shit at damn near
at will. Yeah, so they can get a mid-range shot if they want to at will. You know, it's just the scheme of their offense, and Joe Mazzulla's offense is just jack up threes. You know, and we're seeing it with more and more teams. Like I think we talked. I don't know. We talked about it this week, but we talked about it I think a couple weeks ago. Anthony Edwards shooting like 10, 12 threes a game now.
Yep.
You know, and he was shooting like 5 last year. But you know, you look at you know, everything that the whole organization was saying preseason, they wanted to shoot more threes. So it's like, you can blame him for actually going out there and doing it, but that's what his team's telling him to do, and they're signing the checks. Right. What do you want him to do? Like, what do you want him to do? I'm gonna go out there shoot threes too. Shit, it's fun shooting threes. Easier shooting threes. I ain't getting hurt shooting threes. I ain't getting knocked to the ground shooting threes. I'm gonna shoot these fucking threes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but hopefully, man, Ant is still. I mean, like I said, we know, like I said, you can make a living off of shooting threes, but hopefully, Ant to be. I think because Ant, in order for him to continue to be, the American face of the league, it's going to take a lot more than just shooting threes. So hopefully he still, and I think he does. I think he has that work ethic to still add other parts to his game too.
Yeah, I think he knows that. And speaking of, you know, him not going to the rim as much, did you hear Josh say he's going to stop dunking?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, John Morant said he plans to stop dunking as much. He's saying I think he's alluding to that. I didn't see the full quote or hear the full quote, but I think he's alluding to that. You know, him going to the rim as reckless as he goes to the rim leads to him getting hurt more, which is I agree with.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he should stop dunking altogether because I think that's a major part of his game and his appeal. But he's definitely be more mindful of when he chooses to launch off and not just launch off in the middle of a fucking crowd.
Yeah, well, if that's what he meant, yeah, because hell, we've seen it. Well, hell, his whole career, like it looks good, like the misses look good, but like, bro, you were just jumping recklessly as hell.
Yeah, and you ain't a big dude, man. So you falling on them brittle bones, they're gonna bruise and they're gonna break, bro.
And then, like you said, you jumping down there with a crowd. I mean, hell, shit. Hopefully, you don't land on somebody's foot.
Yeah,
and fuck yourself up that way. So
yeah,
I'm all for them to stop recklessly just like trying to catch a body like that. But like you said, if he's gonna stop trying to dunk all together, then that's gonna hurt him and hurt, like I said, hurt basically what you said, hurt his appeal. Because that's like that's hell who we fell in love. That's one reason like we fuck with Derrick Rose, Westbrook, John Wall when they came. Like that's what made them who they was. So
yeah, same thing with him. It makes him who he is, being that small. No, he ain't that small, but he's 6'3", so he's not that small. But you know, in the league of like the NBA, where you know average height like 6'6", being a smaller guy, being able to jump like he jumps, definitely don't want to see him stop trying to do that. You know, but hey, his decision if he chooses to do that, hopefully it doesn't affect his game too much. Because you know, it also can affect your mental. You go into the rim, you used to just jumping off, then you trying to not do that move. Like, bro, you're gonna be thinking way too much when you're playing. You know, so maybe that's something you got to do over time, not just one day wake up and say I'm not dunking anymore. You know, that's something you got to do over this maybe length of off season. You know, working on other combos and other counters you can do instead of dunking, other packages you can add to your game. But throwing that into the middle of a season where you just came off injury, bro, like I get what you're trying to do and trying to say, but no.
Yeah, man. And basically to your point, is like, bro, that's something like basically what you just said. That's something you talk about during off season. Like you could finish the rest of the season playing how you want to play. Like I said, now if you want to limit yourself, where I'm not dunking this out no more, but it's cool. But like for you to come out, like I said, we ain't even halfway through the season, then saying you just want to change your game like this. You can't do it. Like I ain't gonna say you can't do it, but like in your mental, like you're gonna continue to want to play how you've been playing your whole damn life.
Yep. And if you try to do, they're gonna be traveling and shit, trying to get your steps together. And shit. You're gonna be fucking yourself up, bro. Or you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt.
Thinking, yep. Exactly.
Your body's used to doing one thing. You're gonna try to switch up the way your body does. Your muscles gonna be like, bro, what are you doing? You want to pull something, bro. Just play out the season regular and then try to like I said, over time, limit the way you do stuff. You know. I also saw a quote he said, man, I thought was wild, bro. he said, D Rose taught him how to be a man. I'm like, bro, your daddy at every fucking game. And you saying D Rose taught you how to be a fucking man? Come on, dog. Not trying to pile it on Jai here, but bro, these quotes he been saying recently are just insane. I don't know if he down here hitting the Zara in Memphis or what he doing, but he tripping, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, that quote is wild, but I'm just gonna say we're just continuing the trend of these young players. They need media training, bro. Because
bro, these niggas, man, put the Zod down before you do the interview, bro. Hit the Zod after the interview. You all saying some wild shit, man. Just you saying anything right now, Ja. I'm from T. I'm like, bro, what? I'm trying to be a man. Like, just fuck me then. Shit, I just want to do shit.
Whoa. Paul.
No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy.
But yeah, I think it's a better way because maybe I think he probably meant he probably taught me how to be a professional.
Yeah, he could say taught me how to mature as a basketball player and professional as a pro. Tell me how to be a pro. It's just tell me how to be a pro. That's what he should say.
Be a man. Yeah, that is.
It was like when they asked Kyrie, how has LeBron been as a father figure? You're like, nigga, what? I have a father. Like he's talking about this. I ain't thinking LeBron. Fuck out of here. What you talking about?
Well, I mean, continue with the wild trend. I mean, I'm just looking on Twitter. Do you see that picture of Dusumo with the ref?
Nah, I ain't see that. Hold up.
Oh, let me see if I'm gonna see if I share screen right here, brother.
Yeah, pull this up.
This has been trending on Twitter, all over the NBA for real.
Oh shit, what's going on? Him and the referee?
Yes. Hold on. Let me see. Where's that? Where is it at? Yeah, this is wild. Come on, I'm on the right page. Let me just go.
I had to see our Twitter messed up, y'all. If you watching this right now, you watch on Twitter. We're gonna have it back on Twitter, so I don't know what's going on. Twitter messed up.
Yeah, I know what happened.
We're gonna fix
it. Yeah, we'll be back up on Wednesday for sure. I switched. My card expired, so I got changed.
Shit.
So yeah, that's
play fuck up, man. So that's why I should go.
Yeah. All right, I got it. Let me see. Share screen. Where is that? So yeah, they was getting on Dusumu, talking about he got that's where he got his power.
I did see that shit, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I did see that shit. Now you pulled it, so this is funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's a wild screen.
Wild picture right there, man.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure this young lady didn't mean to do this, but damn, man.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah,
super wild. This is gonna be an issue that you have, in sports, man. It could have been a man did this too accidentally, obviously, but it's happened to be a woman. Probably made it even worse, but damn.
Yeah. No,
that's the shit.
But yeah, he went crazy. He had triple double. He had triple double when doing that name. Shot 100% from the three, 69% from the field. So yeah,
maybe he need to get hurt ref every game and do that every game. People on what kind of stats.
Shout out to Sumo. But anything from the NBA? I know we talked a lot of NBA on a Wednesday. We got the Emirates Cup. The finals are set. For the tournament, the bracket is set. Is there anything else that caught your eye?
Just the Lakers, man. We Laker fans here on this pod, and we've been struggling as of late. Got our ass kicked on Wednesday by like 40 points, as we talked about on the pod a little bit. Embarrassing loss. I don't know what to say about this, man. 27th in defense. I think over the last 10 games, 27th in offense as well. So yeah, we started the season great. And just went to shit, man. We suck. Just want to put that out there. So everybody up there, if you hit me up on Twitter trying to think you're making fun of Lakers, thinking I don't know we suck. I know we suck. So don't think it's hurt my feelings. I know we're not good. I know.
Yeah, and make sure y'all go back and check out our episode 356 past week where we talked about LeBron possibly being watch, or I ain't gonna say watch, just say Father Time possibly caught up to him.
Yeah, but he's aging into like a Jason Kidd.
because don't let don't be a what did Dame call him, a box score watcher. Like if you actually watch the games, it's
telling.
Yeah,
it's telling, man. It's bad.
I mean, but at the end of the day, I think that just says more. And I know Lakers fans are pointing the finger at JJ Redick. It's like, oh, look at you, you're at a worse record than what Darvin Ham was. It's like, but
yeah,
JJ,
I've been saying that a lot too, man.
Like JJ one is doing a better job coaching wise than what Darvin Ham is. It's the overall roster, bro. Like this roster,
we got the same roster. We had the same team.
This roster is not good, bro.
Like, we have the same team we had last year. Like, brought in Don Connect and Bronny. It's not going to do anything. You know, Don Connect's having a pretty good rookie season, but he's not going to make a huge impact on this team. No. We paid Max Christie to stay, and he's not made any kind of jump this year. You know, unfortunately, I was expecting him to make somewhat of a jump. I didn't, you know, I wasn't sold on what the Lakers trying to sell everybody on. Oh, we're going to expect these guys to make a huge difference this year. No, I wasn't sold on that. Mm-hmm. But I thought definitely better than he was. He was better than he is this year. Not playing great. Of course, Gabe Vincent, we talked about him on Wednesday. Trash. Yeah, this team is what it is. I'm not frustrated with it because I kind of knew how it would turn out. Like, we got the same roster. We bring the same roster back in. Coaching can only make so much of a difference.
Exactly.
You know, can only make so much of a difference. We saw the difference that it is making, you know, because he's getting AD more involved. He slowed the pace down a little bit, which may be hurting us more than it's helping us, but it's getting AD more involved. So,
but even at the end of the day, AD can only do so much.
Yeah. Yeah. End of the day, he can only do so much. And like you said, our roster is just average at best.
Is there? I ain't gonna say definitely not for this season, but is there a fix in the future? Maybe in this offseason, maybe summer 2026 offseason. Is there a quick fix to get the Lakers like a turnaround quick, get back to the championship contenders?
I don't see it, bro. I'll be real with you. I don't see a quick fix here. I don't see it. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't. I think we're just gonna ride with Bron until he decides to retire, and then it's gonna be AD and a bunch of role players, really.
Bunch of role players. I saw a report today that said that we're not interested, and I didn't think we were interested, but saw reports that we're not interested in bringing back Brandon Ingram. I didn't know whether it was on radar, but apparently that was on some fans' radar or somebody's radar because they put it out there. We're not interested in doing it. So, he wouldn't make that much of a difference. I wouldn't be opposed to bringing him back, depending on who we had to give up, but we need more than that, man.
But what we had to give up a lot. I mean, because he's on the last year of his deal.
I think
more was just like him, like I said, being a max player because he wants a max contract.
He wants a max contract, yeah. We won't have to give up much. Probably, I think he's getting like $35 million this year, so we have to probably match that salary for this year with players. Probably. D'Lo, but I'm not sure they want D'Lo. They already have DeJounte Murray down there, like a D'Lo and
or probably Reeves.
Yeah, Reeves only get like 14. So yeah, D'Lo and Reeves combination. That's what they probably want. And Bi is good. You know, I wouldn't mind Bi back, but like I said, he won't make that big of an impact. I think his best role on a really good team is like a third guy. You know, maybe a second guy, depending on who your first guy is.
I mean, but hell, that would just be shit. Then it would just be like, bro, we're just recycling old Lakers in because it's like, all right, we traded D'Lo, then he
got him back.
Yeah, now we traded Bi, now he's back. It's like, bro,
get back our number 2 picks. We just they got number 2 back in. Yeah, let's get him back, man. They got number 2. Let's get him back too, man. Yeah, Bi, like I said, he's a good player, very good NBA player, but.
Is we gonna add Randall next year? He afraid in this looking off season.
I would highly oppose that move.
No, me too. I'm just saying.
Get my man together. Go out and get him. Go out and get Jordan Clarkson. You know, go out and get all these guys back. Shit.
Right. Everybody we traded for AD. Shit. 80 and the right.
Okay, Zo back. He gonna be a free agent, I think, next year. this summer. But yeah, man, I don't see much of a I don't see a move out there that we can do to make us much of a better team this year. And I saw it's a lot of stuff out there going on now, man. Everybody's saying, all the Brian fans blame everybody else.
Of course.
Since he been there, it was Vogel, it was Frank Vogel. Then it was Darvin Ham. Now JJ Redick.
Come on, bro.
All right, nigga, his one common denominator with all those coaches. LeBron James.
But we knew this was gonna happen, bro. Like I said, we live in Ohio, so like we're the birthplace of LeBron James fans. So I mean, we know, like, no matter where he go, like Bron fans is not gonna hold dude accountable.
No accountability with him. He has none with himself, and his fans have none with him.
Yeah, Bron can do no wrong, and then when you spearheaded by Unc, like he did number one Bron fan club, it's like, so yeah, that even adds more fuel to the fire. So
yep, it's like nothing you can do or say to deter them. They're going to just not hurt LeBron no matter what.
For me, I'm just gonna say, man, that come out just continue the continued play of Orlando, man. Shout out to Franz Wagner. I'm excited to see them in the tournament. Like I said on Wednesday, man, if Paolo was playing, I think they have a good shot to win it.
Yeah, I agree, man. They are playing great. Like I said, their defense is just top-notch defense, man. And like you said, Franz has really stepped up since Paolo's been out. If they have Paolo, there'll be a problem. He's going to be back soon. So when he gets back, it's going to be interesting to see how him and Franz can kind of counter resist. Excuse me.
But I think that's scary. I mean, because one, I think Franz is only doing this because Paolo's out. But I don't think Franz has no problem, like said, taking that back seat and just being a facilitator when Paolo comes back. But don't sleep on him, because then it's like, all right, you think I can't score? You see what I was doing when Paolo was out. So now
confidence too now. So it's like, man, he really gonna be on 10 when Paolo get back. So Paolo have an off night. I got it, bro. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
What you do on defense, pass the ball, rebounds. I got it.
And that takes a lot more stress off of Paolo, especially later in the season and going to the playoffs too. It's like, you ain't got, like you said, basically what you said. You ain't got it tonight. It's cool. I got it.
Don't worry about it.
I'll bring us home. So
vice versa, Paolo. Front like Franz ain't got it. Hey, you held it down while I was out, bro. Don't worry about it. I got you. Have a couple weeks off. So I'm interested to see, man. And Orlando they can be in a good spot if they for the whole season. Not just the cup, but if they make another movement or two to get some more vets in there, they could be a scary team.
And also I seen today that Shams, I think it was Shams reported. I mean, we've been noted. I think we talked about it a few weeks ago when Milwaukee was in the shitter. That Golden State, they're still in the market to make a move. They said they're still trying to make a move. So I think Golden State is in. I think they're trying to squeeze one more ring, possibly this year. Honestly, I said with that move, I mean, hell, I think BI is the only right choice.
Yeah, that's the only player I see right now that's like that good, I think, and it's like available enough. I think he's definitely available. I think, and he got new representation. He's signed with Clutch Sports now. I think that's the reason. I think he's trying to get out of there.
Yeah, and I think Golden State has enough young players where you can ship off to New Orleans, where it won't necessarily hurt Golden State to give up like so many young players, because I mean, hell, they so deep. I think as long as they don't give up Buddy Hield, probably Buddy Hield and maybe even Trace Jackson, maybe. But I think Kuminga. Yeah, but I think Kuminga will be the first piece.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure from the Pels, and for sure, even if I'm Golden State, I would think twice about it from Golden State, because he's still so young and so raw. But yeah, obviously didn't believe enough to pay him. So
fair, yeah.
I think if they are sold enough on BI, make that move. But who was the coach of that team last year for the FIBA World Cup. That
Mhm.
wasn't Steve Kerr, was it?
Yeah. I think he was the coach for FIBA. But
Nah, yeah.
let me make sure. Let me make sure.
If Steve Kerr was the coach for FIBA, it's not happening. It's not. Bi would highly. Well, I ain't gonna say it's not happening, but Bi would not be one. Bi don't want to be in Golden State.
Yes, he was. Yeah, FIBA.
Yeah, never mind. I changed my whole outlook on that. If Steve Kerr was the coach, Bi had a terrible experience for Team USA during that. So Bi, as Steve Kerr was the coach, and like Teaser said he was, I don't think Bi would want to go there. And if I'm going to say, I would not want to get Bi because I don't think Steve Kerr's going anywhere. So yeah, that didn't work out there. I'm not about to do it in real life. Like that was just a fantasy basketball team. This is real life. I'm not doing that.
Fair. I mean, fair. I get that, but Steph wasn't on that team either, though.
True.
I think Steph
was on that team. Draymond was on there. They're basically asking Bi to be like a point forward.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, who was the best? Well, that was Tyrese Halliburton. Like you said, he balled out. He made us look like
Austin Reeves balling out, bro.
Yeah, so
shout out.
But the thing is, long term, it's like if you are Bi, I mean, because Steph is on the back end of his career. Do you want to stay with Steve Kerr long term? So that's a question too. Like we know you want the max, but do you want to stay be and Golden State your whole for this max deal? So that's a question too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be down with that if I was Bi. Now of course he has no choice. He like he got no trade clause, but he is on an expiring contract, so he can't make it very known. And Rich Paul will make it very known if he don't want to be like, hey yo, you trade for him, but he's not resigning back to y'all.
And
happening.
And if you go and stay, is Brandon Ingram enough to feel like where you can compete for a championship? I think he helps.
Trying to get like a Laurie Marketing or something like that,
I think he helps, but I don't think that's the piece that pushes you over the top.
Nope, definitely not. Like I said, Bi at best is like a number 3 option on like a championship level team. Like he'd be a very 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 good number 3 option. Let's just talk about teams like the Bostons of the world. Like their third option is very very good. Porzingis, like what the fuck, So you get a guy like Bi, he could be a third option. He's not good with Porzingis. Yeah, that's their third option. So you need somebody, like that's how you gotta look at it. Championship team has a Porzingis as a third option. So I need somebody to at least line up somewhat with that as my third option. And if I get Bi in here, he my second option. Damn, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, especially in the West for sure.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. He good, but he ain't second option on a championship team good.
Speaking of go say real quick, shout out to Quincy Alvarez. I know he played 1 year here at Xavier. See, he signed a Curry brand deal.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I saw that. Shout out to Quincy. Shout out to Curry brand making big moves. They got De'Aaron Fox over there too, and now they got Quincy. So
yeah, and I don't know if we talked about it, but I remember, like I said, it was after one of the preseason press conferences when we played against Steph Curry. He got emotional because like Steph was a player he grew up by and then watched. So yeah, man, now be signed to your favorite players brand. That's huge. Shout out to Curry brand for sure.
Shout out to Curry brand for making that happen, man.
Well, Emirates Cup starts Tuesday, so I mean, guess predictions. I guess we get predict who you like in the finals, and then who you think.
Yeah, let's pull up the bracket real quick and see what we have here, man. So I could see, not just blindly guess it. I thought I had it up.
So you want me to share it? I got it on it from ESPN.
Yeah, you can share it. You got it up. I got it up right here, so you can share it.
Let's see if hopefully I can make it big enough on ESPN. I'll just let me zoom in.
Shout out to the Bucks, man. Number 1 seed, bounce back big time for them because they was struggle bus starting out the season. Number 1 seed, Bucks. They got the Magic. Then you got
Bucks, Magic, 1-4. Then you got the Knicks, Hawks, 2-3. That's in the East. And then in the West, we got Thunder, number 1 seed Thunder, taking on the Mavs, a rematch of the Western Conference. That's semis. Yeah, semifinals last year. And then Houston, number 2 Houston at Golden State.
Who just played last night, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Golden State took the win last night. So yeah, I like the Magic over the Bucks.
I was just about to say that, like, even though they don't, Paolo is now, he won't play, but we know the Bucks is number 1 seed in the East, but the Bucks been too iffy. Like I said, I got enough film on both of them teams, and Orlando's been more consistent team all year. Yeah,
my main thing is defense. They're gonna trap Milwaukee up. They're gonna have Dame shooting tough ass threes. Jalen Suggs gonna make it real tough on Dame. Giannis might get off, but it ain't gonna matter. Yeah, give me Orlando there.
Me too.
Damn, the Hawks been having some really, really good wins this season, especially as of late. But give me the Knicks there, top offense in the league. Defense is not as good, but as it was last year for sure. But I think that offense would be enough to pull it out.
Okay, I'm with you there. Shout out to the Hawks for even making it. Like,
yeah, big time. Big time for them, because they are not the most talented team out there for sure, roster wise.
But one, I do, and hopefully the casuals get this storyline. But I do like this story though, because these games ain't in Vegas yet, right? Semis, right?
No.
So
I love the storyline. You got
Trey back in the Garden.
Trey back in the Garden, man. The NBA has to do a good job of really hyping that up. That's the main storyline here in this final. Them and Golden State being in it. Other than that, man, this is.
I mean, you got
Mavs, and you got Shea in there. You got some good teams. You got Giannis and Dan. You got some good teams in here. So I'm not saying that.
But for that East coming, because looking at right now, that's the biggest, like, I guess, like, point spread. Like, they got
biggest point spread too.
So like they probably thinking, and most people probably expecting the Knicks to run all over the Hawks, but hype that. They got to hype that storyline.
But they do hype it. It's a bad game. Though it's gonna be bad luck.
But still, I mean, shit. Yeah. I mean, that's why they play the game.
Gotta hype it up. Yeah, on the West side, give me OKC over the Mavs. Shout out to Mavs making it to the up and down this season. And then give me the Warriors over Rockets. I low key want to say Rockets, but watching the game last night, I'm gonna take the Warriors. Steph and Draymond didn't play last night; they still won.
Right, and they said that and Kerr said he expects Steph to. He might play might be ready tonight. He said Draymond is still questionable.
Yeah, I think both play in this game for sure.
Oh man, as much talent as the Thunder got, man, the Mavs are hot right now.
They are
six in a row, 6 in a row right now. And they, like I said, and they beat them. They beat them last year in the conference semis. Took them all. It was always Game 7, man. So it's like I kind of want Thunder to get the revenge on them, but it's one game. It's a 1 game series, man. I'm sorry. I got to roll with Luka. 1 game series. But I do think if they play in the regular playoffs, Thunder will get them. But it's a one game tournament. So I'm going with Luka and Kyrie in this one.
I ain't mad.
Then in the West, oh man, I was 1 year off. I thought the Rockets would be there last year, being the play-in last year. But looks like they're going to make the playoffs, might be comfortably this year.
So far, yeah.
Looks like it. Man, do I bet against Steph? And if I'm thinking about it, like if they really do care about winning, this Kerr can't go 12 deep. Like, you gotta shorten your rotation. I would think.
Steve Kerr makes some questionable decisions a lot.
Man, give me Houston.
I low key, I high key want to go Houston, but I can't go against that. Can't do it.
For the NBA ratings, they better hope Golden State wins, because if they lose, then. Sure. But for NBA fans, real NBA fans, and like I said, for the Rockets, like I said, to get a chance to be seen on TV because they're not seen as often, I think that would be a good look. So
I actually want the Rockets to win, so that's what I'm rooting for. I want the Rockets to win.
So yeah, give me. I got Houston. I got the Texas showdown, Dallas versus Houston, and then I got Orlando and New York.
All right, you want to take this from here? Or you want to save this for next week, the championship?
For the game. Well, first game on Tuesday, right?
Yeah. First game on Tuesday.
We'll be on during the No.
We'll be on during the We'll be on during the second night in the first round.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we could hold off.
Yeah.
Because I think we'll have a pretty good idea.
Yeah, we'll see if we actually right. Actually, yeah, because they're not playing the final until the following. We'll be back. We'll have another Friday show before they do the final. So yeah.
And then, like I said, we'll have 2 of the games on Tuesday. They'll be over with, and then we'll probably while we're on the other 2, we'll have at least one of them done. So
right, so we'll be able to tell for sure what game's going to be for semis. So yeah, let's hold off.
All right, down to the wire. 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always. If y'all catching this late on YouTube, shout out to our Twitter folks, man. We got to get the card readjusted, but we'll be back up this Wednesday for sure.
For sure.
Real quickly, it's not been rumors because it came out of the horse's mouth. Gervonta Tank Davis, he says he's no longer enjoying boxing. He says, quote in his words, shit is whack. So it looks like according to Tank Davis, he said he is after 2025, he is hanging the gloves up. If it is to be true and he does hang it up, two questions. What do you make of his legacy? And I think he's gonna fight at least twice in 2025. Who would you like his final 2 opponents to be?
As far as legacy goes, it'll be, he have a long stint, so, and he won't be one of the greatest of all time, but one of the greatest of his eras for sure. Because the way he held it down, the knockout power, the highlights he has, one of the greatest of his era for sure. As far as the opponents go, I definitely want to see one of his last opponents be Shakur Stevenson. Definitely, I want to see that fight. If it is going to be his last year.
Oh man, so many. I would just want to see Shakur. I want to see that fight because me personally, bro, I think Shakur ain't that good. Like
I don't think he is either.
So like
he do a lot of talking. His fights don't be entertaining at all.
So if that's the only reason I wouldn't want to see that, I want to see Shakur get humbled.
Mm-hmm.
But will Tank take that fight? I mean, I think there will be a money fight. I think a lot of people want to see it, but not sure. Then 2, so he had to take. I would say you take Shakur his fight early in the year, and then if it is his last fight, I think you got to run it back with Ryan.
I forgot about Ryan Garcia fight.
He's
suspended though for how long he's suspended for?
That's what I'm saying. But he's about a year.
Okay, so it should be up by then. He ain't fought all year.
But yeah, by the end of 2025, he got have a tune-up fight, warm-up fight earlier in 2025 next year. Mm-hmm. And then by sometime like around this time, December or November, he should be able to fight Tank for a rematch.
Yeah, that's all I want to see. Then definitely Garcia. I thought he was gonna be suspended, so I didn't bring him up. So yeah, that'd be a good fight, good rematch for sure. Because Ryan had him for real, and then he got caught.
Got too aggressive. Yeah.
He had him. He was boxing a good match. He boxed a very good match. It was very. If you don't think he had him, it was very close. You can't say Tank was dominating. He wasn't gonna dominate.
Yeah, that's fair. And but also I think they'll have to do it like at a catch weight because I think that was one of Ryan's biggest complaints. He had to come down too much weight. Like
the hydration clause, some shit like that, rehydration clause or something like that fucked him up. So yeah, as they do fight again, make it more, I don't want to say favorable for Ryan, but make it more fair. Like give him some leeway too, even though Tank will definitely be the A side and will be able to make most of what he wants to have happen. I think it'd be a good fight, man.
And then as far as his legacy goes, I think honestly, bro, obviously we don't know. We never talked to. We don't know Tank, but I just feel like as we talk about it off air, I think this could be a money grab. So I think it was hard to say that he will retire.
Mm-hmm.
But if he does hang it up, then basically what you said, he's one of the greatest of this era. and he's just ruining his legacy to be one of the greatest of all time by retiring this early.
Yep, early out, just be ruining what legacy could be. Because I mean, he has a legacy because he's a great fighter and he has some highlights and he's been champions in multiple weight classes and shit, Olympian, all that shit. So he has a good resume. But it's gonna be like, bro, you just ended it, and the way you ended it was like you calling it shitty and shit. Like you just not really taking no pride into it. So yeah, but I can see why he's feeling that way because he's probably like, oh, you got, like we talked about up here. You got Jake Paul and them getting 60 fucking million, 40 million for these exhibition basically fights. Mm-hmm. I'm out here putting on real world class fucking real world class show, like real fights out here with real fighters, and I'm getting paid pennies compared to what they're getting paid. So I definitely, if this is a money grab, hope it works for him, and I hope he does. If he does retire and come back, hope he comes back and gets bigger bags because I agree it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's only 30. And I would say his biggest fight would have to be against Ryan. I mean, obviously, I think that's the highest paid fight.
Yeah, biggest money fight. Yeah,
biggest money fight. I mean, but like I said, I would like to see him running back with Pitbull because I mean that was the only fighter he didn't knock out. That went the distance. So, but honestly. Hopefully this isn't it. Hopefully he just takes a year off, get his mind right. Basically did what Floyd did because Tank, he'll be 31 when he retires. I think that was around the same age Floyd hung it up for the first time. Then he came back and became even bigger. So, hopefully it's not the end of Gervonta Davis' career because if it is, then I don't know where boxing goes from here.
Same. I was about to say that, bro. If it is, it's gonna be a sad day for boxing.
Because
brightest stars in sport for sure.
I mean, no disrespect to Canelo. It seems like Canelo's like in his mid-30s, but it just seems like he's been around forever.
Yeah, but I say he seems a lot older than he actually is.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he hang it up soon, because nigga, you been hella fights, bro. I know your brain gotta be in there rattling, bro.
and been fighting since he was 17. Like,
yeah, bro, you've been fighting. Ain't no telling what he was doing before that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you need to hang it up, Canelo, for real. But nah, don't do that for real, because you one of the biggest names in the sport too. So we need you out here for real till we get somebody else we can cling on to, man. The sport is struggling right now, dog.
Yeah, nah, facts. And honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't know why.
Because you got Jake Paul in out here ruining this shit.
I mean,
people watching those fights. People ain't watching their actual real fights.
That's true too, but it's just like why isn't a Terrence Crawford being promoted as, like, say, one of the? I mean, he is when we talk about boxing, but he's not. Like you could say like Tank is a bigger name, household name than Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be the case
at all.
Yeah, you're right. You can definitely make that argument and probably definitively say he probably is. It's probably no question. He probably is.
I don't know. I mean,
even if you showed, if you go show your average American right now a picture of both them niggas, they probably wouldn't know who either of them are probably, but probably more chance they know Tank than before they know. But
and I mean, and honestly, I think that probably just because Tank has the Mayweather rub. I mean, he was under Mayweather's promotions for his first half of his career.
Yeah. Yep. And I just I see him more. Feel like he's more viewable. He's more like you see him more on social media and shit. I don't know. I feel like I never see Bud that much. He's older though. Bud's a little bit older, so he don't be fucking with social media like that. I don't blame him. I don't fuck with social media like that either. So. Not saying it's a bad thing, but just saying, it doesn't matter out here in 2024. You're competing with everybody. You're not just competing with boxers, man. You see now, you're competing with YouTube people in boxing.
Right.
You're competing with not just them, you're competing with every other streamer too, bro. Like, not just boxers no more. Or boxing fans anymore.
Fair.
Everybody.
All right, last thing I got before we hit our fantasy football advice and down to our 513 parlay. Can I play? You think they'll flag us for the clip? Cam Newton first take.
Play it, and we play Stephen A. Let's try it. Right.
All right. So basically, this is Cam Newton this morning on First Take when talking about college football playoffs. And we get fined ESPN, oh well. I mean, oh flag. Yeah.
You have any issue with the
It's muted, bro. You hear me?
You can't hear it.
No, I can't hear it. I heard it first. When you turned it up, I think you hit the mute button.
Let me see. You hear it now?
No, I don't hear it still. I heard it at first though. When you first played it up, it started playing.
I don't think. Let me refresh. I don't think I don't think I muted it. Let me see.
There it is. Dang, now it's gone again. It was there at first. It's the same thing last time. Like it came in. It was. I heard it, and then I heard Molly over here. I think it's Molly.
Yeah.
Then
right.
Maybe his sign ain't gonna flag us.
maybe just don't do it. But basically, to sum it up, let me stop sharing my screen. Basically, to sum it up, what Cam Newton was talking about, he didn't like the format because he feels like he doesn't want to see the SMUs, the Boise States, the whatever the smaller schools compared to the SEC schools. He basically
talking about the college football playoffs, right? The top 12 playoff bracket, whatever. Okay.
He doesn't want to see the smaller schools compared to he was using like Ole Miss, South Carolina, them getting left out. Basically, he thinks that strength of schedule should matter when it comes to making the college football playoffs. That was his whole argument. I have a lot.
Understandable. Go ahead. You go first. Go ahead.
So my thing is, I would agree with Cam on that statement if it was still the 14 playoff. This is a 12-team playoff, Cam. So even if the smaller schools do make it, it's a good possibility they're out in the first round, which means you still going to have your heavy hitters in the semis and in championship games where you want to see them. 2, this clearly tells me I guess you're not a fan of the NCAA tournament, college basketball, because we get all these Cinderella. That's one reason why we love this NCAA tournament. We get a Cinderella school who can go on a run. Now, granted, I said this is football, but still, you get in these small schools who have a chance to play against these bigger schools. And hell, who knows? Hell, who was it? 2 years ago, Tulane beat USC.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that?
Yeah, who would have thought that?
TCU. I know you want to talk about the national championship game, which it was a shit show. But TCU beat Michigan.
Yeah, still
a powerhouse. Like, bro, like that's one of the reasons we like sports. And I would agree with you if this was a semifinals and going to the national championship. But bro, you gotta play the quarterfinals, play the semifinal, first round, quarterfinals, semifinals, then the championship game. So it's like I said, it's still a good chance that you won't have one of the smaller schools in the championship game. And hell, if you do, so what? They fucking deserved it. You go out there.
They won that many games to get there, then yeah, they deserved it.
Well, hell, nah. And even to make the semifinals in the playoff, hell, they deserved it. They beat the big dogs who you think is almighty, but nah, I mean, shit. They little dogs. And my last point is, with the transfer portal nowadays, bro, you getting these top dog schools coming who may not be playing at your top SEC schools, transferring to these smaller schools.
Yep.
So the competition isn't all that different nowadays anyway.
Yeah, it isn't as bad as it was when he was in college, for sure. Good points. Good point, brother.
I disagree with it.
Good points. I see what he's trying to get at. You know, like you said, speaking in the past, you know, championship games, TCU got blown out, was like you said, shit show. So I get what he's getting at. You definitely don't want to see that again. You know, but again, like you said, it's not going to be the semis in the championship. This is going to be the first round, bro. And if those teams, the Ole Misses and you know the LSU's and whoever else is going to be on the outside looking in, if they don't do enough to get in, that's their fault, bro. You know that's their fault. You can't punish these schools for not being in the bigger conferences. That's what he's trying to say. Punishing these schools for not being in bigger conferences. Because what if they were in the Big Ten and they were just as good? He wouldn't have a problem with that. You know, so you're basically punishing them for not playing, or not having a stronger schedule. But like they're not in those stronger conferences. They're not going to have a good schedule. They're going to have a weaker schedule because they're playing a weaker conference. It's just the way it is. You know, if they handle business, they deserve to be here. So I actually disagree with him as well. I do get what he's saying. You know, also with this being the first year of this 12-team playoff, you don't know how it's going to be, bro. I could see if it's the second year and last year all the mid majors got blown out and it was an ugly watch. I could see if he had that take after seeing it last year. If this was the second year and all the teams got blown out, this is the first time we ever seen this with these 12 teams, bro. Let's give it a chance and see how it's going to work out. Now this year, if SMU gets blown out, boy, you say if they get blown out in the first round or in their first round game, then okay, maybe you can make an argument that maybe they shouldn't have been in. You know, but right now you can't make the argument they haven't even played the games yet. Like you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what you're going to see. You know, so you can't really make that argument.
You don't know what you're going to see, and okay, so one thing: are we going to punish Notre Dame for being an independent? Like, who the fuck does Notre Dame play? Yep, Notre Dame is damn near in the college football playoff every year. They're not playing. They're not playing SEC schools. They're not playing.
And like you said, these smaller schools get players from other conferences. Like my little brother goes to SMU. He went to SEC school last year, Arkansas. He went to a Big Ten school 2 years ago. He went to Maryland. So he played in both other big conferences. So yeah, these players, they might not be getting a lot of playing time with those schools, but they were good enough to actually get recruited and go to those schools. Mm-hmm. So they're big enough and strong enough probably to play against these players. And maybe they want to try to prove themselves, to prove their other coaches wrong. Like, yeah, I could have played against this guy. I'm out here dominating now for the smaller school. We can beat these niggas. So, like I said, if this was the second year of this and last year all the small teams got killed, I can definitely, I still want to agree with him, but I can definitely understand where he's coming from a little bit more. I get the sentiment he's trying to make, but I just don't agree with this being the first year this happened.
Yeah, and then also, bro, like, and basically that's my point. Like, sports is all about storyline, bro. Ashton Jeanty plays for Boise State, bro. His chance, like most people didn't get a chance to see him play all year. They're probably gonna see him play tonight because they got their Mountain West championship game is tonight. Good chance they win, and then he'll be on a bigger stage in the college football playoff.
National stage, for real national stage. So yeah, this is a great time for these smaller schools to get that exposure, and then maybe maybe they will start getting better recruits there that they can actually compete on a regular schedule with these other schools. Maybe at this point after they get in these tournaments a couple years in a row, maybe, who knows?
Or transfer. I mean, look, and my last thing, we got Indiana on here. Indiana's coach came from James Madison last year. He took his whole roster from James Madison to Indiana, and they're in the college football playoff. So you mean to tell me these smaller schools can't compete with the big dogs? I mean, granted, we seen when he played in Ohio State, they got smacked.
Yeah,
but still, for them to only have one loss all year in the Big Ten, they can't compete with the Big Ten.
That's big. Like you said, it's one game. You never know what's going to happen in one game. Anything can happen. That's why we play the games. Give the guys a chance. If we have a few years in a row where it's just like massacres and these small schools are just getting killed, doesn't make any sense, then maybe we could look at doing something different. Maybe give them their own kind of tournament and splitting them back up somehow to make it where they can, actually be competitive games people want to watch. But right now you can't say that because we haven't seen these teams play against these big schools yet in these kind of environments. So I don't want to hear that shit until we actually see it.
And I don't even think they're gonna do that, bro. Because if that was the case, they wouldn't want to expand it to 12 teams. That was one of the reasons they want to expand it, to give the smaller schools
a chance. Yep. So sorry for the Ole Misses, Cam. If they don't handle business in their conference, they have more chances to handle business. It's their fault. They have more chances to handle business.
Ain't nobody tell Ole Miss to lose to fucking Kentucky. No
Yep.
disrespect to Kentucky. Ain't nobody tell Alabama to lose to fucking Oklahoma, who's ain't even bowl eligible this year. Like,
Yep. So, yeah, I mean, I don't agree with what you said either. So, I'll with you there, brother.
And then
With you there.
And then was another guy, Chris Canny. He was just talking about his summer. He said he doesn't think schools should have automatic bids. Like, well, conference champion shouldn't have automatic bids.
And then conversation wouldn't fucking matter, bro. Like, he has his stupidest takes. Like, Canty, they should have got rid of him at ESPN. No offense. I don't want to see. He's well off. He'll be fine. I don't want to see a man lose his job, but he has the stupidest fucking takes.
He's just saying shit for reactions, bro.
He's trying to go viral. That's what he's trying to do. Every time he talks, trying to go viral. He's the one that had the rain on Joe Burrow earlier this season. It's his fault. It's his fault. Look at Joe Burrow now, bro. Leading the league and fucking everything. It's still his fault. Shut the fuck up, Chris Canty. How about that?
Well, yeah. Well, you can apply that to Unc too, because Unc's still blaming Burrow too. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, yeah, it's his fault. So many games we throw picks in the last second. I blame that shit on him too, but bro, this season is not on him. He's playing phenomenal.
Hey, he was just player of the month in November. So what? What you gonna say? He just player of the month.
They get scared of somebody else.
Yeah, they tripping. Big tripping. Down to the wire 513. Time for our weekly fantasy football advice. This is in most leagues the final week before the NFL fantasy football playoffs. I know for sure this is our final week in fantasy football playoffs.
I'm hanging on by a thread. Number 4 seed right now. T killing it right now. Number 1 seed killing it.
I don't know. I lost last week. Brett got me last week.
Man, I'm over here poverty, struggling over here, man. Number 4 seed, but making some moves. Hopefully, we get it with Dub this week and get into the playoffs. If I get in, anything's possible going for 3.
Yeah, anything can happen. But but folks, I'm just gonna tell y'all now. If Rand repeats as fantasy football championships, 3-peats. Bet all your money on the Chiefs because they coincide. When Rand wins fantasy football, the Chiefs win Super Bowls. So
what can I say, man? I'm just fantasy football Chiefs. Even though I'm fucking them niggas.
Right. You don't mess with them. So yeah.
Hey, I think I know why Doc be ducking the Friday show. We get fantasy advice, and he is the last place in our fantasy league, guys. I guess why Ducks his Friday show, man. He don't want to get no advice, so he last place.
It makes sense now. Doc is ducking the okay.
It's like, damn, my nigga won 2 games this year.
I thought about it. Hey, next year we're gonna have a punishment for the final place, for last place. We're gonna have some type of punishment.
Yeah, we should have punishment. You gotta do something on stream. You gotta come on the show wearing your rival jersey or something. You gotta something.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it, man. Let's get it.
I'm gonna go ahead and start, and this is just hope. This is just me hoping because I had to pick this. I had to pick this guy up because I needed a quarterback this week. The guy I told you to possibly look at last week. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford at the crib against Buffalo.
Oh,
at the crib. If one of your quarterbacks is on a bye like me, or both of them, in my case, both Lamar and Jay and Daniels, I'm just hoping that Stafford can.
Over here.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Stafford can have one more big game, and he has one more big game in him. He has the weapons to do it. It's just all about him having time to do it. Because that Rams offensive line is trash.
They are trash, man.
But I think this could be a game where points is high, or they can get their ass beat and they trailing, so that means he has to throw it a lot, which I wouldn't be mad at either.
It'd be good fantasy. This is actually the first time this year has happened because I actually have him on my sit list this week. Stafford's on my sit list. That Bills defense, man. I think they only allow like one I think one touchdown or some shit in the last couple games. Let me look at these stats.
That's fair.
Oh, okay. No. Fantasy, they only allow like one top 12 quarterback score all season. So yeah, that's why I had him on my sit list this week. So maybe it's gonna be he's a flex player. He's a toss up right now. You know, he might be a sit, might be a start.
He ain't a toss up for me. He all in here right
He's
now.
definitely starting. He's definitely starting Matt Stafford. But yeah, I had him on my sit list. Let me see what else.
I'm gonna go here too. This is a possible another start. I don't think he's. I haven't looked this deep see if he's available. I think this game is gonna be a high scoring game. It's gonna be a revenge game.
Mm.
I should got Cubs. She got Cubs on the show, but this week my Vikings play the Falcons. Kirk returns to Minnesota.
Ooh, could be a revenge game.
Could be a revenge game, or Kirk continues to struggle. Because if anybody knows Kirk, it's Minnesota.
You know, defense has been on fire this year with your boy Brian Flores. So I would not be surprised.
And Kirk is coming off a 4 interception game. Honestly, bro, I need to call Cubs out of the show because I need to see is they calling for Penix's job? Is they chanting Penix yet? Because
I don't think so. I haven't heard none lately. Recently, I ain't talked to Cubs like a month though. So we talked to Cubs. He might tell you otherwise. He got the real ends on the fan base down there because fan base crazy, man. Fan base won Justin Fields the last summer.
Mm-hmm.
Fan base be just going off on some wild.
Atlanta just want a quarterback again. That's all. They living in the Mike Vick path. They just want a black quarterback in Atlanta. That's what it is. That's all it is.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. I'm gonna go start, man. I got a quarterback for you, T. You might want to go Matt Stafford instead of this guy, but
don't tell me.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
I think
I'm gonna go out on a limb, man.
I know we're about to go.
Will Levis, man.
Okay, no, that wasn't. That was what.
Oh, you think I was about to go? You think I was about to go?
I thought you was about to go Cooper Rush.
Oh, hell no.
It's the Bengals.
Hell no. Now, don't be bad though. Bengals defense is trash, but Cooper Rush, man, they got the Jags this week. That Jags season's done.
That's facts.
So I think you have a good game. He's been playing better lately. I know starting the season out, he was playing terrible. We were all calling for his job. But as of late, he's been turning it up a little bit. My main thing, his effort has been there. He's the guy that puts in the work, even though he's not playing the best. He's still putting his head down and putting the work in. So hopefully, for his sake, he has a good game this week. I'm not starting. I ain't got to start him. But if you need a quarterback out there like T does, I'm trying to get T some options here, y'all. I will let this.
I need a quarterback in the way. I'm rolling. I'm riding with Stanford. Stafford. I can call him man Stanford. I don't need my own quarterback name.
That's bad sound already, y'all. Bad sound already for this week for T.
Let's hope not. I'm all right down because I played against Josh Jacobs last night. Kind of crazy.
What went off?
I'm gonna go sit. Let's go wide. I'm gonna go wide receiver here. I hope I'm totally wrong about this because if this guy has a bad game, then this could mean the team could have a bad game, and he hasn't been shown to turn it around as of late. I'm gonna go sit Adam Thielen this week. They got the Eagles. The Eagles defense is better this year than definitely than last year for sure. But they have improved. Hell, they shut the Ravens down last week. All the weapons the Ravens had last week. They got Bryce Young and the Panthers coming to Philly. I think Philly's gonna flex their muscle this week. I think it could be slow pickings for Bryce Young this week. So
I'm mad that Bryce Young's been playing better, but it could be his streak of good games could be coming to the end this week. I would not be surprised at that at all. So I am mad at that. I'm gonna go sit here as well. I'm gonna go DK Metcalf here.
DK.
Yeah, I'm gonna go DK sit here. I know they've had some receivers that had some good weeks over the past couple weeks. It's not been him though. He's not been trending upwards. Counterpart, if you got Jackson Smith and Jigba, I would start him. I got him on my team. He's definitely starting for me. But yeah, I would sit DK Metcalf this week. They've been going to another guy too. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm not gonna try to butcher it. But yeah, other receivers are playing good, but DK has been a little bit of a slump.
I'm gonna go running back a sit, and I got this guy. I got this guy on my team, and I'm iffy about playing him, especially after what game was it? Yeah, after Monday night. Nick Chubb.
Mm.
I don't know. maybe they have him on some type of a limit, but Jerome Ford got most of the snaps
Oh wow.
than Nick Chubb this week, and it wasn't nothing injury related because Nick Chubb was out there in the fourth quarter. But from the second and third quarter, it was a lot of Jerome Ford out there, and I'm not sure why. And then plus they got Pittsburgh this week too. You know, Pittsburgh is very stingy against the run.
Yeah, very very stingy against the run.
So I might be looking for another running back too, because Derrick Henry is on a bye too, and damn it, I need a running back. So no Nick Chubb for me this week. I'll find somebody.
Scan this list, see if I got anybody else, man. I think I'm good for this week. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm good.
I'm just going to last thing I'm just say play all the skill positions in the Bengals Cowboys game. Skill positions, wide receivers, for both teams. Maybe even running back. Dallas isn't really that good against the run, so if you got Chase Brown,
I'll get Chase Brown some run this week.
Shit, I'm gonna see if he's available in our league.
He might be available in our league. Shit, you might snag him up.
I was wrong about you last week, Chase. I said sit you last week, and you didn't go crazy, but you did good fancy wise.
Showed up.
Yeah, so he's not available in our league. But okay. Yeah, so my hunt continues for another running back. All right. Yeah, that's
I'm
all.
looking for running backs too, man. I'm looking for running backs. I just had to cut some running backs. So do some injuries, man. C-Mac, man, you really just try to sabotage my season. Luckily, I thought quick on my feet and picked up some players that salvaged my season. But C-Mac really tried to ruin me, man. Really did. Never drafted him in again, ever.
The last segment of the week, final segment of the week. Our brother, he's not in here. He's not in here this week. I know he was on the show on Wednesday. But he'll probably hit me up later. Our brother Leland. We had a Leland special last week for the Down to Wire 513 parlay.
It ended up costing us, y'all, but hey, it's okay.
It cost us early. Granted, the rest of the parlay didn't hit either.
So we cost y'all too. So it wasn't just Leland; it was all of us.
But it started off bad. Because his was the first leg that went down.
Yeah. So. If you put Leland special last week, you lost early.
But he did text me. He said he let the Down to Wire 513 community down. So he said he'll make it up to us at some point later on this season.
He got us, man. He got us. I'll trust Leland to make it back for us.
All right.
All right.
Championship week, so it's not a lot of college football games to choose from. It's championship games all weekend long. But I don't think there's one, but I was want to say Oregon over Penn State, but I'm gonna leave that off.
Okay,
I'm gonna leave that off.
So no college football games. Let me ask you this: they do have NBA Cup games on for Tuesday. They got the Cup games on there. Do you want to throw any of those on the parlay?
Oh, that would be an extension of the parlay.
Yeah, it'd be extended. So usually we down by like Monday. Usually, we might throw Monday Night Football game on there usually. But yeah, you want to throw any of those games on there? Of course, we talked about it earlier. We got the Magic at Bucks, Mavs at OKC on Tuesday, and then Wednesday you got the Hawks at Knicks and Warriors at Rockets.
Wait, am I tripping? Or is the Rockets? Yeah, the Rockets was 2 seed, right? And Warriors 3.
Yeah, Rockets.
Okay, I was about to say how's the Rockets at home?
They just played in Houston too. That's crazy. They just played last night in Houston.
The only one we agreed on when we picked it was Orlando.
Yeah, they +5 too. So they underdog.
Yeah. Do you want to?
Let's throw them on there. Fuck it. Let's get money in there. You want to throw points or you want to go money line? Let's go money line. Or you want to go points? Just in case it's a close game.
I was about to say if we go money line and shit, we ain't gonna need that many football games. Let's go points. +5. Let's cover 5.
Yeah, I'll cover 5.
So get it now because it'll definitely go down.
It'll go down.
Orlando plays. Well, fingers crossed. Hopefully nobody gets hurt between now and the Emirates game, the Cup.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because I know what they play tonight. All right. I don't college basketball. They don't be putting games up until day of. I know they got some games up tomorrow, but no, it's too early for college basketball. Let's go to straight NFL.
Let's go to the Shield. Take a look at the Shield.
Not a lot of games this week because, like I said, we got 6 teams on the bye. So
yeah, it's a little bit limited this week. Couple good ones though.
I'm trying to think of something that got some good value. I'm just gonna ask you. You said start this guy in fantasy. I'm saying because the value is there. Titans over Jaguars. Do you trust?
Oh yeah, I'm trusting it at home. Come on, man. Can't lose this game, right?
I mean, you can tank.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously they can.
They ain't playing for nothing.
Nah, let's go Titans.
All right, we're going Tennessee money line over Jacksonville. How
you feel about that Vikings game, man? You bet on your team. You bet against your team. I was gonna put money on the Vikings.
I don't bet on them.
I'm about to say you don't bet the Vikings at all, huh? T, stay away.
I don't need to be even more mad if they do lose because they do lose. And then you already cost me money too. Yeah, nah, F y'all.
Yeah, that's fine.
How about I will say Bengals, but are we believing in Cooper Rush?
I'm not. The Bengals, they better win this game.
I was gonna say cover right now. It's 5.5. The spread is 5.5. So they got one by 6. Think Bengals can win by a touchdown?
Yeah, they Bengals win by a touchdown. Yeah, let's go points. Bengals points.
All right, with 3, we had plus 502.
Yeah, with 3, I'm at a plus 4 something. Let me see, plus 476. I'll do one more. I won't call it there.
Just depending what the one more is, like, cause I like.
I mean, cause I can't call it. I was looking at the Seahawks Cardinals game, but I can't call that one.
You just want to throw just to get you above 5, plus 5. You want to throw just the Eagles money line on there? They got Panthers.
Yeah, let's throw Eagles money line on there. Just give me above 5. Yeah, give me 540.
Yeah,
544.
We can call it there then.
Yeah, let's do that. Call it there with the 4-legger. It's gonna be a little bit extended for y'all, So usually be like, man, if you could watch this tomorrow, you don't have to. But now you got time tonight. We got time this time because NBA game ain't until Tuesday.
Yeah, you got time all weekend. You got time for Sunday.
You got time till Sunday, so you can analyze these if you want to analyze them. But we got Titans money line, Bengals points minus 5.5, Eagles money line, and then the Orlando Magic plus 5 Tuesday NBA Cup.
Lock it in. $10 win you 58 plus your $10 back, so 68 total.
Yeah. 54 on FanDuel, so not much of a difference, but a little bit slightly better odds on DraftKings. So if you're trying to get $4 more, go over there. But if you don't care, wherever you got the best, wherever you bet most at,
Exactly. So, all right, then. Let me refresh ESPN. Make sure ain't no last minute breaking news. I just want to see. This says better wages 3.1 million. Oh wow.
Sheesh, on what?
Oh wow. Basically, I don't feel good now, bro.
What they bet on y'all?
This is in Kentucky. He bet 3.1 million to Eagles to beat the Panthers this week.
Oh man. What would that even get you? Let's look at that. What would that even get you, bro?
He said he will get $442,800.
So you bet $3 million to get 42,000, bro.
442,000, yeah.
Oh, 440,000. Okay.
Yeah, but still, that's not equal money.
Nah.
3.1
million, bro. Just for not even $500,000.
Right? Yeah, nah.
Sheesh. That's crazy. You can't even put that on the app. That's crazy. Nah, I would not do that
at all.
Like if you got money just to play with blow, that's just you'll play money for the week. Then hey, by all means, do your thing, brother. But not me.
Hell no. 3 man, yeah,
You tripping,
man.
big tripping.
But I don't feel good about that now. Shit, Vegas sees that. No, all the calls about to go against the Eagles this week.
Yep.
Oh, he bet this? Oh yeah,
Let's fuck him over, man. Take his money. Take that fucking money.
But now, appreciate everybody tapped in with us as always or watching us on delay. It's been Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. For the good brother, Flyman Rand, Josh like Evans, D. Taryn Bland. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell on YouTube. Follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513 or just Google us as I always say. And have a good, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay warm out here.
Yeah, be warm, man. It's cold as fuck.
Man, especially in Cincinnati where we at.
Yeah, it's cold, man.
So y'all enjoy your weekend. Have a safe, blessed rest of your weekend. We'll holler at y'all on Wednesday. Till then, we out.